Hey Better Babes, I'm Jonathan Van Ness, and welcome back to Getting Better. This week, we have a sister act that has nothing to do with Whoopi Goldberg, but they are equally as iconic. We have recording artists, Aly and AJ. That's right, we're blessed today with the dulcet tones of a millennial institution from the golden age of the Disney Channel. Artists who've navigated a 2 decades-long music partnership, generated over 560 million streams on Spotify alone. They've grown up alongside many of us, and they have developed a musical identity unlike any other artist in the game. Earlier this year, they released their new album, Silver Deliverer, their 6th studio album, and celebrated 20 years of making music together with the release of their live edition of Into the Rush before heading out on tour this fall. It's Aly and AJ! We're talking about tapping into our creativity, using our platforms, and being incredible musicians in tour life, and understanding the music industry better. Honey, welcome, Aly and AJ. Aly and AJ, how are you?
We're so good.
You guys, thanks for coming on Getting Better.
Of course.
Now,
thank you for having us.
Before we started, I just have to say, the hair and the glam today is slaying so hard for our viewers.
Thank you.
Can you tell us, who is the glam team behind these looks?
Ourselves.
Us.
You guys, I really respect and honor a diva who does their own glam. I obviously love a hair and makeup artist too. Like, I love a glam team. But you guys are just really giving me proficiency. I mean,
thank you.
Okay, let's talk more about you. Harmonizing. You guys are incredibly good at that.
Thank you.
And as someone who's been recently diagnosed with can't harmonize, like, obia.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Can't harmonize obia.
Yeah, like,
I have friends that I've tried to teach that to.
Why can't I? How come I only hear melodies?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Do you guys switch? Like, does sometimes one of you do melody? So you interchangeable
But I will
queens.
say AJ is exceptionally like locked into finding a harmony in a way that's very easy, whereas I will prefer to just stay then on melody. But yes, like
I produce all of our harmonies. Like I always conduct
I will say
what.
like 70% of the time you're the one that's harmonizing. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I agree.
And then 30% maybe it's me doing the harmony.
Is there, oh my God, not me being like a musicologist right now. Watch out, Swiftologist. But would you say, is it like a range or something? Is there like a range that you prefer to harmonize in? Or like, is there like a place where you're like, I get uncomfortable? Is that a good question? Is that a good music question?
That is a good question.
That is a good question.
No, do you like low harmonies or high harmonies?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. A low harmony or a high harmony. I would rather do that's a good question. Let me think. I'd rather do, I think, a low harmony.
Yeah. Because you're like,
okay.
Because like,
that makes sense. You usually take the low harmony.
I feel
I'm trying to think of like slow dancing.
And I feel like you take a higher harmony.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And then we also will do unison, but it will be a low octave. So it's the same melody, but it's just 1 octave lower or 1 octave higher.
What's really annoying about me for that is that I always think that's a harmony,
but it's an octave.
Yes. And then my girlfriend's just like, no, that's just the same thing, but one up or one down.
Yep.
And I was like,
we do that a lot, actually.
We do.
And I'm sure fans might think, again, that that's a harmony, but it's actually not.
Because the harmony's like when you're hearing you hear that like little vibrating. That's not vibrato, but it's like that little like, I feel like you hear it's like a thing.
And
like do slow dancing. It's been days and weeks and months. Feels like forever since I saw you.
Like that's
a harmony.
It's a harmony.
You love it?
That was amazing.
We'll teach you. We'll teach you on the side.
No, like that was like a light that like brought tears to my eyes. That was like really amazing. Oh my God, that was
a good. That was perfect.
That was perfect.
And like right on the first try.
We're so used to it.
Did you guys see that TikTok of what's that one queen who sings like I'm So Messy?
Oh, Lola Young.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Did you see Lola Young's like earpiece go out at Glastonbury on TikTok?
I saw some of it. Yeah.
Has that ever happened? Like, have you guys ever had like
We've had in-ear issues.
Yeah, so what does that mean? Like, because like to someone who doesn't understand, like what does that mean?
Okay, so the in-ear basically is...
Question.
So a lot of times, like in the old school days, people did not have in-ears because that technology wasn't invented yet. Everybody would sing and listen to their vocal and the band through wedges, which was like little monitors in front of them. Oh. So a lot of old school bands still will perform.
That's
like
what I have when I do comedy.
Right, exactly.
You don't use an in-ear.
Yeah, so like that thing, because that way you're not hearing like a echo, but it just is like more closer to you.
But it's not great for your ears if you're a musician and you're doing that over and over and over.
There's so many other sounds.
And because it's so direct. Whereas an in-ear, you can, turn certain levels of the music or your voice down in your actual little earpiece, and it helps you I think, find pitch better, but also just protects your ear.
The beautiful part about it, it isolates every instrument. So you can tell your in-ear mod or engineer, I want less kick. I want more bass. I want less guitar. I
How
want
do you
more
say
keys.
that and not have the microphone, have everyone hear you say that?
Well,
we give signals.
Yeah, we have signals, but then also we have it set. So there's kind of like a bass set that's like, we're ready for the show. And then during the show, like if I'm playing and AJ's a little too loud, I'll be like, you know, so he'll know like, oh, her vocal needs to go down.
Oh, so it's not like a super top secret signal.
No, it's fine. It's
like-
kind of quick.
They're pretty obvious. It's like, this bitch, down.
Yeah. or like drums, you know, I would be like, you know, up or whatever.
I thought it was going to be like,
No,
like two,
no.
like a
that would be really cute.
like an ear
But we
tucker.
actually don't have to use it that much
Because it's pretty
because it's
preset.
The mix
pretty
is so set, we never get
But if it
changes.
goes out, yeah, that's, I mean,
If it goes out, you can't hear yourself.
It sucks.
So what does, so basically it going out just means that you're in the middle of a performance.
And you would just hear your voice from basically the audience. You wouldn't
which
even
means,
hear it.
Which means if you're hearing it from the front of house and the speakers are facing the audience, you're hearing
Slightly delay.
a slight delay because you're not getting it from frontal impact. You're getting it from what the fans are hearing. But then it's coming
So
back
yes,
to you.
it's very like
know what I mean?
in a
Yes.
big setting where it's like high stakes or like a huge performance. Yes, that would be incredibly stressful.
Glastonbury, that would be
I saw her like there was like a video of her like
yes, and she
off
handled it like
stage.
such a pro.
Yeah.
But
In
it
the
was just
moment.
like, but what a huge opportunity and moment. And then like it kind of,
Sucks.
it totally sucks.
well, either a battery dies or an in-ear can have an issue where it like breaks, short circuits. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what it was for
or
her.
like
or there's an RF issue.
frequency.
So there's a frequency issue, and
like
so you
some-
lose connection.
You lose connection.
I mean, there's all sorts of things that can make in-ears go down.
Trying to like record a podcast like on Zoom when you're hearing an echo, it makes me want to have a nervous breakdown.
disorienting.
Like it makes my inner like angry girl. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't even work like this.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
we get
Do that in front
upset
of
if it happens.
people?
We're like,
Yeah, we've had a lot of like, we call them straight stage gremlins, like where you're just like, how did that go wrong? Like, why?
yeah.
Yes.
And then you just get through it. And like sometimes, you know, it puts you in a bad mood after the set. And then other times you're just like, well, we
Proud
did
of
it.
yourself for
What are
like
you gonna
pushing
do?
through.
Yeah.
This one time when I was on tour, I used to do this thing where I had these like roller figure skaters. Like they do, it's like artistic roller figure skating, right? And I had this video of them and I was comparing this video of them where they accidentally have like several falls and it's like not a very clean short program. And I compared that to the election of 2016 and a very like hilarious, like choreographed thing.
Sure.
It's a
But then
brilliant
like
comparison.
they come back into, they came back, they got stronger, they like work really hard. So then I compared that as we were going into the election of 2018
Yeah.
where I was like, who do we want to be? Like, do we want to be them or do we want to be this version of them?
That's sweet.
And so, but they were like, it had the music that they were like dancing to was like a big part of it because it was Roxanne. And so I was at this big outdoor festival and like that audio didn't work. Like the video came on, but the
So then
audio
that was
didn't.
affecting your.
So I didn't realize in the moment that all of these jokes were built into like the timing of Roxanne.
and they weren't landing
and they
because
weren't
there was no
landing.
music.
No, and it's like 2 minutes long, and so so like you don't understand like why I'm moving like that, or like, and so then I was like, so then when it
You're
starts
like, turn on the red light.
yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't
no,
make sense.
yeah.
So like,
No.
why is she dancing like a fucking senorita? Like out here, like it would just. And then afterwards, I was like, that was really embarrassing. I was in a leotard for that, and that was a lot.
That was hard.
Yeah, just being a performer, honey, you gotta like be ready for
it's tough.
anything.
You do.
You
It-
gotta just be resilient in a
It
way.
all becomes improv at some point.
It
You just have to
really
improv.
does. I will not talk about myself one more time. A part of me really wants to impress you guys. So she's like, tell
No,
tell them.
you're
already
Get out of here.
impressed.
You're good.
But you can
Okay.
talk about yourself.
Okay, wait. This year marks 20 years of releasing music together, which is so special. 2 decades, Queens. What does this milestone mean to you?
I mean, I
Means a
think
lot.
it means that we are still best friends, which is kind of crazy. Like, just because you work with a sibling doesn't mean that your relationship at one point could change or have some friction. But for us, it never has, which is just so
It's crazy.
lucky that we, like, even when we took a break from music, it had nothing to do with our relationship. It was more, I think, we were kind of burnt out. We weren't sure where the music was headed. We didn't know our voice as adult women in this space yet. And we just needed time to kind of figure that out on our own. And then when we came back to music and people really embraced it, it was like, oh, okay, this is why we do this. But I think, yeah, more than anything, it just shows like the relationship has been there this whole time. And that's the foundation of the songs.
I love that you guys show an example of supporting each other. And I think so often it's like competition or this like idea of like, if you get a little success and that's like less for me.
Right.
And you guys just come from a place of abundance and like
Yeah.
loving each other. And that's so clear.
Yeah.
And that's
Each
just really
other's
beautiful.
success is just like great for the band, you know, in general.
Exactly.
Not to put you guys on the spot with like a really intense question that just came to me from ADHD, but I'm going to ask it.
Okay.
If there was like another musical group that you could do like a one night only, like thing with. Because I already have my idea.
Okay.
But
I do too.
yeah, okay.
HAIM.
Who would it be?
HAIM.
HAIM, for
yeah,
sure.
because they're sisters.
I
And
love
that would
them.
just be
I think they're
cool.
so talented. And I think they rock on stage.
so
and I think we'd have
good.
such a good time, one night only show.
And we've met. We've met
Esty
we
and
know
Alana.
Esty a little bit and Alana. We never met Danielle, but they're just like
I think it'd be so fun.
cool people.
I explore this a lot with Chris, our senior producer here, about like the divide between like the elder millennial and the younger millennial divide, which I
Yeah.
think that's a divide that we're all straddling.
Yeah.
And I think that's so interesting in the reflection of who you guys picked, because you know who I picked for you guys? The chicks.
Oh,
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I love that.
I want the
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like I want you guys on like
Harmonies.
vocals like not ready to make
Oh,
nice.
I would
yes,
love it.
I want I
love
want
that
Earl Had
idea.
to Die.
Yes.
I want,
Yes.
I got to see them at South by a couple years ago and I just almost passed out like 18 times. Like my
I love
energy on
that.
queer was just
I mean,
like
they're so amazing.
I mean,
Okay, I love that.
I mean, it'd be good,
Great.
right?
We're
They're all
manifesting this.
sisters.
I
You
know,
like all sister
I know.
groups. Okay,
Love.
Okay, go back to our
my gosh.
regular scheduled programming. Okay, what helps? So in the idea of like everything coming from abundance and navigating families can be hard, and you guys navigate like a career and a business and your guys' relationships together. What keeps your relationship so strong, and how can people like navigate their like siblings better?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. That's hard. Oh my gosh.
I mean, obviously we're not like pros. We could always be better at certain things. Like sometimes we'll talk about how like we could be better at communicating something that bothers us, you know, in the band. But we're so like, you know, just kind of like, well, we'll get to that hill when we need to, and we'll just plow through it sometimes, you know, like I think also because we're so busy and there's so much stuff going on, sometimes we don't take a moment to like check in with each other and be like, are you okay? Or like,
yeah,
you
we
know,
don't do
which
that
we could
enough.
do better.
We're telling you actually what we're not great at.
Yeah.
Instead of, your question, I think, was like, how
can we be better?
Yeah.
But I do think the one thing that we're good at is I think we know what we excel at and how we better the band. Like what we are able to kind of juggle, you know, whether it's like an email that is kind of serious and needs to be written by the sister that's gonna not put the typos in and is gonna not kind of come off maybe a little like harsh or brutal. You know, it's like AJ's gonna do that, you know? Like that kind of stuff.
We take turns on each other's strength. We're really good with, I think that's the big thing with siblings is defining the strengths. It doesn't have to be that that's a strength, but that means it's the weakness for the other. It's just that what's your strengths and what's your strengths, because those just help each other. Like to know, okay, you should be in charge of that, you should be in charge of that is really helpful for the band. Otherwise, you're just redundant.
My brain's going in so many different places right now, but I just have to ask this too about like, because you guys are sisters, you're public figures. I find myself talking about this on the pod a lot, and y'all already know where I'm going with this, but like comments and like not reading comments, the impact of comments, just like public discourse. And like when you're a part of that or like not a part of it, is it even harder? Like if it's something about like your sister, like if someone's saying something, like how do you guys navigate that? Do you just like not ever go in the comments, never read anything?
I never engage with anything negative, even if it hurts to read. But for the most part, the people following us and commenting on our social media are like true fans and believers of the band.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
It's very rare that we'll see like some like hater just come down, knock down, drag
Usually
out.
the times that
Political.
we see a hater is when it's political.
Yes.
If it's us talking about politics or if it's us talking about gun control, which is very personal to us, then the trolls come out and we're just kind of like, but honestly,
and we don't read it.
I we choose to not read it. Or if we do happen to like see it, I don't really feel bad about it because that's how strong I feel about my beliefs and my choices. So it just kind of bounces right off of me.
Yes. I feel like we had this incredible historian on the pod a couple years ago named Amin Ghaziani, who I just love him and his work is so cool. But he told me this sentence that made me cry on the spot. He said, Jonathan, you have to find the courage to be disliked. And I was just joking with Chris. I was like, oh man, I was like, that lesson took like 1.5 years to integrate. Like
Totally.
it really rocked my world when I heard it, but I feel like it didn't like fully get into my bones and my, like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
but you'll never forget that comment. That's
yes,
beautiful.
it's always right there.
Yeah.
But that's so, and I love that you guys are like just, we're not going to go there. We're not going to vibrate on that frequency because we're not doing
totally.
that.
No, there's
so
no
much
time.
better.
And like, I will say if there's somebody that's going to get in the comment and like have a retort or response, it's going to be me. AJ just like, do not engage, you know, whereas I'm like, oh yeah. But
every now and then.
But a lot of times, like that's just probably me being like passionate about what I'm standing for.
Totally.
So it actually comes from a good place. But yeah, I mean, I think the internet can obviously have like such a negative like impact on your mental health if you just fixate on it. And so we try not to. We like get on there and have fun and post and engage with our fans, and then we get off.
Okay, now I'm going to get into our good, thoughtful questions. Okay. Silver Deliverer. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
Now, when I was going through like my deep era, like Aly and AJ, like getting into our mood for today, this really feels like a significant expansion of your catalog. It's a gorgeous, thoughtful progression from 2020's A Touch of the Beat and 2023's With Love From. Are you artists that curate the vibe of your album from start to finish? Or do you start like writing your songs and then you're like, ooh, I think this is the vibe?
Usually it's
more that. Yeah, it's like it reveals itself.
Yeah, it does. We'll gather as much intel as possible in terms of writing. And the more we write, the more it gives us this like overall palette of what the record will be, which I think is really cool. It's a cool way to make a record because it's intentional, but you're also letting the art you're writing guide what the record will sound like. I think.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And then I think, like you said, with time, it starts to reveal more and more kind of the theme or the thread of what we're after in the album. And then the images and the video, that all kind of like ties it together.
Did you guys see when Jonathan Groff covered Diet Pepsi and it took over TikTok like 2 weeks ago?
Ben Platt.
That's what I meant.
Yes.
Great. You knew exactly.
Yeah, thanks. We're going to say that. Thanks so much. I think we should keep it just like that. That works.
That's great.
Has there ever been anyone that covered one of your guys' songs where you just like shit your pants and freaked out, or like did something like kind of fangirly of you guys that you were just like, oh my God?
No,
we haven't had that moment.
And I welcome it.
And
what
we're
the
welcome
fuck?
it.
I know. It's actually like I'm thinking about it going like, I'm offended. Like someone get out there.
We've
We've
had some great drag queens
amazing
do
queens.
some performances to the songs, which that counts.
Yes, that absolutely counts.
But outside of that, no.
But like Harry Styles isn't singing.
No.
Maybe
Break
Bag
Yourself.
of Chips could do like a live vocal rendition. She's got a voice on her.
Yeah, she does.
I'm down.
Yeah, some
It's a great
can
idea.
really sing.
We've seen some stuff on Instagram where they don't put out like the single. They don't like record it, but they'll like, who's that beautiful country voice? Poultier?
Oh, Alison Ponthier.
Thank you. I always say her name wrong, but she did a beautiful cover of Potential Breakup song on TikTok or Instagram.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was gorgeous.
Oh my God, Potential
Anyway.
Breakup song.
We welcome it.
We do.
Okay.
We challenge.
Okay, that was just my interference I had to ask. Okay. Oh, and then, okay, so what happens if you like have started to write your album and then like you're like, okay, this is like the tapestry, this is like what it's giving me. What if it's like in complete opposition to like the landscape? Are you like, fuck it, we're like staying true to this? Or if you feel like other people are doing something more like up and you're like, but we want to be more like piano acoustic, will you like give them a couple? No,
we just do us at this point.
We just do us. Also, the opposition thing has never happened.
Oh, you're always.
That is true.
I've realized that anything we are like starting to write and put out becomes the album anyway. Like it dictates it completely. I'm never like, oh, there's a producer or a band member that's really wanting to do this one thing. And it's like, but we got to do it's like, no, it's never like that. It's very connected.
And I think when we were younger, we were more aware of what is the trend or the thing that's doing well. Maybe we should follow that.
That's true.
It never ended up being fulfilling or fruitful in a way. So then we were like, why did we do this? Why did we go down this road that we thought would be something that would maybe lead to success or radio airplay or whatever? And then it didn't. And we were like, well, then we should have just stuck with what we were doing.
I really struggle with this, like as a creator, like when I got to do Getting Curious for Netflix, in my head, I was like, okay, this is like maybe the only time you'll ever get to make your own show. So like, stay true to you. Like, don't research audience. Like, just make something that you're really proud of. And so I did that, and I really left it on the dance floor. But then it didn't get renewed.
Sure. So you're like, damn.
And so I was like, fuck.
That's
I was like, I felt like I was like a little bit of like a selfish entertainer or something. Cause like I didn't like research enough.
Sure.
But then also I was like, girl, that was in the middle of a pandemic, and like your entire budget just got like
slashed.
From well, not even just from like having to do COVID tests, because it was like, I mean, we were literally filming like 3/4 of that show before the vaccine. So I was like, if I kill someone's grandma accidentally because I wanted to learn about figure skating, it was just a lot of pressure.
So you're like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, it was
It's
just
not
a lot
worth
of
it.
pressure. So it just like ended up being something that was just so different of an experience than what I thought it was going to be.
That's fair.
And so, but then ever since then, I've just been like, wait, what is the better way to go? Like, do we do market research? Do we not do market research?
In a way, I think the one thing that is not ever like a negative at least, is knowing the audience and what they're wanting out of a live show. I think that is really helpful.
Yeah.
I think make the album and the record that you want to make, because you're going to be the one that's singing it and playing it. But like when you're going and putting this show up on its legs and you're going on tour, which we're doing later actually in like less than a month, we want to be able to deliver a show that the fans are excited to see. And that maybe doesn't involve only new material. That maybe involves us playing like a handful of songs from Into the Rush, especially given that it's like the 20 years. So you kind of got to do the give and take, I also try to think of when I go and see an artist in concert, I want them to play some of the hits that like are from maybe 10 plus years ago. Mm-hmm. So if I want that, then I should be giving that to the audience too when I'm up there.
Yes.
I do think research is important. Like I do think it's like know what your audience is into right now, what's working on social media, what's getting the best engagement. That stuff is important to know.
Yeah, it doesn't
There's
hurt.
nothing you could have done that you made a great show. And it's like you made it during COVID. So it's like you can't go backwards.
It was hard.
Do not go backwards.
Yeah.
But I just like always wonder like how other people like make their art or like make their things.
Sure.
It's like how much do you, because I always just think too, like, I don't like to know what everyone else is doing because I kind of do want to try to stay more true to myself.
I know, same.
You don't want to feel like you're copying either,
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or co-oping that. Yeah.
Totally. It's so interesting, just like making things in the world. Wait,
it is.
tour-wise, are you guys so excited to get back on the road?
So excited.
We're so excited.
7 weeks. We can't wait.
And how many cities?
35?
35.
God damn.
Something like that.
Which
We're
isn't
so
even
stoked.
that insane if you really think about it. Like a
For us,
7-week
it's not.
tour is like not long enough. Like we want to be out on the road for like 3 months.
Yeah, we
Man,
do.
that's
we're
really
not.
hard, I feel. So you bring
We
the
have each
freedom,
other.
And you have each other.
We
My
bring the
husband's
baby.
out, my baby, the dog. I mean,
My
we
partner
got-
comes out when he
and
can.
visits a couple times. Our parents usually come out to at
Parents.
least one show. Or they fly out. Yeah.
Do they just like
Steven's
cry
sister.
so hard
Yeah.
no noise comes out because they're so proud of you? Or are they kind of used to it now?
Oh, that's sweet.
Our dad tears up and gets kind of like,
yeah. Emotional. It's very sweet.
guys. You know,
Yeah.
he'll do that. And then mom is a bit more,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's
She's like
like-
partying in the crowd.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
so my mom.
Oh,
Like
that's
my mom's
cute.
very like excited by it. And my
Yeah.
dad, like when I did Radio City, my dad, like
huge
I
deal.
thought I was gonna have to call an ambulance. Like he was crying
he was
so
sobbing.
That
like
is
well no
so
like not
sweet.
it was more than sobbing, like nothing.
Like almost like hyperventilating
Yes.
kind
And
of.
I was
it
like,
was
are
silence.
you okay, girl? Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. I was like,
That's
do you need an
sweet.
indica? Like, let's get you outside. Like,
Yeah,
I'm worried
yeah.
you're going to fucking pass out. Like, you couldn't take it.
That's precious.
Yeah, because I think men sometimes are just like not
Totally.
as used to expressing their emotions. So
Yeah.
So
then
that
they-
emotion comes out in like a
Yeah, they're like, my
really
nervous
intense
system
way.
is dysregulated right
Yes,
now. That was what he
yes.
was giving. That's cute. Wait, so then when you're rehearsing for a show, like, how far before you see like a venue, like do you guys go to like a little dance studio just to like know like how to like where you want to walk on from and like tape a stage, you know, like just like mark it or something? Or you guys, you're like been performing together for so long, you're like,
No,
we don't
but
need to do
that's a
that
good
shit
question.
anymore.
That's a good question. We don't really mark in that sense, but like we know like our lighting designer, you know, every year sets up like a beautiful design and he'll show us, you know, on the computer, like how it's going to line up and where we want the drummer to be maybe this year. Maybe it's a little different than last year. And where's the bass player and the keys. For us, it's not as much about like positioning where we're going to go because we don't really do choreo. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Do you ever want to,
Ally's
though?
there, AJ's there.
Do we ever
We've
need to just
done
like
it.
throw in a double
No.
pirouette? Like or what, single?
you know,
Let's not bite off
or
more
a
than
single, yeah.
It's not my skill.
Yeah.
who
It's not.
said? You.
AJ
Are
said,
you
yeah.
sure?
I did.
No, you know
She can
what?
dance.
AJ does not know how to do a cartwheel. And I feel like if there's anyone to teach her, it will be you.
Girl, I know you said you had to leave tonight, but should we go to Chelsea
Yeah,
Pierce for a private
no,
lesson
literally.
tomorrow
Yeah, should I
morning?
just remove
Literally.
these boots?
I mean, because what if like we really just gag these hoes with some fucking like just give them a little bit of like
I've
you
never,
know?
I've
Out of
never done
nowhere.
a
Yes.
cartwheel.
Yeah.
Or
I'm feeling a lot of
somersault.
like arm. I don't even know if it is a
Okay.
cartwheel. I also was feeling Shanae turns. I don't know why.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like
Never done those on stage.
Oh my God. You know,
Could be beautiful.
my-
But we usually have an instrument on.
That's true.
which was dangerous. But you know
Yes.
how like sometimes like when that like nice person comes and you take your instrument off and hand it to them.
yes.
Oh, the
that's your
guitar
moment.
tech.
Yeah, you
That's
could do
your moment.
that.
That's very true.
Or you can
Triple
toss
Shanae
it.
turn back to the fucking microphone.
right,
It's not a
right,
bad
right.
idea.
Into potential breakup song and
Okay,
just fucking
okay.
gag these people. They don't
Okay.
even know.
That's not a
and
bad
it could
idea.
kind of be like, what's that? It could kind of be Zumba-ish in the sense that it's like a little repetitive. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
we're not doing like full on crazy 8
Choreo,
counts.
yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Well, it is.
It is, but
Yeah.
it's
It is, but it isn't. Like
Yeah,
you're trying to
it's
make
both.
it cash.
yeah.
I just think that could be fun.
You think it
Something
could be
to
a possibility?
explore.
Okay.
No
Usually our
pressure.
band rehearsals are all about like, okay, each transition, like how long's the set going to be? What's the order?
What's the outro?
Who's
Like,
playing
what's
what
the length?
when?
How many
What's the length?
bars?
What are the lights going to do on this song? Lighting cues. So it's like the choreo ends up being like never
But maybe that needs to be a little more
But maybe it
focused
needs to
on.
be
Or
incorporated.
there's a
Yeah.
couple songs
Also,
where me and
like-
AJ are kind of choreoing maybe with their guitars or something.
Yes.
some synchronization.
I like it.
What, remember that one music video that used to like give me really bad nightmares with those ladies and with the white guitar and they're all like,
Oh, yes, I know exactly what you're talking
What
about.
if there's just like some step touching with the guitars? Just
Yeah.
some gentle.
We could do that.
That's
and
very
have you ever
possible.
seen those two lip syncing background singers that do like the funny like lip syncing background singing on TikTok?
No.
They're like they have these like microphone stands.
Oh, no, I have. I have seen
And they're
them.
like,
Yes,
Yes.
I love them.
Yes,
But you
I've
can
seen
even
them.
do something like that.
yeah.
Like yeah.
It's very BG vocal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that could be fun. Okay, back
Okay,
to our
okay,
regular
good. I
scheduled
like this.
questions. Okay, wait. I think that was okay. So none of that was on, but that's okay. But is there anything else about the okay? Okay, choreo breaks. We did the kind of sound thing at the beginning. What are and the tour's all United States for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Are we?
We go to Canada.
America,
North
Canada.
America. That's what
Vancouver,
we're
we do
going
It's
for.
all North
Toronto.
America.
Yes.
But it's all North America, and
And we're busting it.
we're busting
We're busting it. We love a tour bus.
We love a tour
We got a
bus.
semi truck. We got 2 buses.
Is there 2 buses or 1 bus?
2.
2 buses,
Yeah.
one for us and then
We're
one for
very blessed.
band and crew. And
Yeah.
then,
But you guys share, sisters share.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're on the same bus every tour.
yeah,
Isn't it, so one of you has like the back room and one of you has the front room?
No, we're both in bunks.
we do condo bunks. So we just make the bunk beds
Larger.
larger so you can sit up in them. So they're,
love
they're
bunks. We
Yeah,
don't
because
sleep in
usually
beds
it's
on the bus.
3. It's like 3, 3, 3, 3. And instead we make it 2, 2, 2, 2.
We don't like beds.
When
on
I've
buses.
tour busted,
Not comfortable.
I like that bed
You
thing.
liked it?
Do in the back?
Yeah.
It's
You
too
don't get
bumpy for me.
I don't know. Well, I think I'm so stoned
Got
that
it.
I
don't feel
could
it.
sleep through anything.
Got it.
You're also
got it.
very tall.
But those little like in the middle, like the stacked bunks,
Yeah.
that shit gives me
Is that too- I was
claustrophobia.
gonna say
I
it's
freak
too
love
out.
it. I love
claustrophobic.
it. I go to
it
sleep in there and I'm
It's
really-
like a little vampire
Oh,
coffin.
such a panic. Such a
Wow.
panic. I
Because
like
there's
It
no
makes
windows.
sense though if you are claustrophobic that you would not vibe with that.
absolute panic. I
Yeah.
don't love an elevator. I can't handle
Got
those
it.
like little things. Yeah, I'm actually pulling my hair just thinking about it.
Got it.
My
I
hand
see
like
that.
naturally went here.
Yeah, our mom's claustrophobic.
You're
so we
not doing
understand.
one of those little float pod type things.
No,
Would
in
that- would
Japan
that
or
scare
whatever.
you?
Like, is that what are you talking about?
You know, like you know where you go into the
actually-
salt water.
and
no,
float?
actually, I do like
You
that.
like that.
I think that the water does take me there.
Got it.
I like
Because
floating on
because
something.
that could freak someone out too. That's claustrophobic.
And the
That
one,
could.
I only did it once, but it was covered with there was like Christmas lights inside. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
But
Yes.
so you could turn it on. I kept those little lights on. I felt pretty good.
Or it could
Me
be
too.
dark.
I don't like
if
it
you
dark.
wanted.
yeah,
I
the
don't like
dark
that.
I
It
was
scared
no,
me.
I was sloshing around that. I didn't like it.
I didn't
Yeah,
either.
actually, I didn't even turn the lights off because that would scare me.
I liked it too. I went a couple times when I was pregnant. It was very soothing.
Ooh,
It was
That's a
beautiful.
good idea.
how
Yeah.
pregnant.
I was pretty pregnant.
I love that I
was
like, need a visual. I was like, was your little baby's tum
Oh
tum
yeah.
just like
Oh for sure. I was like at least like 5 months.
How
6 months.
cute.
Yeah. Just vibing in there, being
Precious.
like, this will be soothing.
wait, do people know what your baby's name is?
Yeah,
Oh,
Jack.
But I just didn't know because
No, no,
like,
you're
sometimes
good.
people are like low key.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
Wait, so like Jack was basically like a swimmer, like
He was just like, I'm gonna be a little water babe. He is. Like he loves,
loves
the
the
water.
water.
I
yeah.
wonder if that was part of it.
Could be.
Could've been.
Totally.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So you did our show. Okay. So your music has evolved and changed in the last 20 years, but has always had a message. More recently, you've also become strong advocates off stage. So this story is like, wow. Like Sirens, gorgeous song.
Thank you.
So good. But fuck me. Like I wasn't tracking on that part of your guys' career until I started researching for this episode.
Yeah.
And wow, I'm so sorry that happened to you guys. But your tour bus, I mean, literally was caught in like the crossfires of a shooting in Sacramento. You wrote Sirens after that, which is on this album. And you've become much more outspoken about gun control. What was that? So you guys are just like minding your own business, on tour, on your cute bus,
Yeah.
with your pods.
Night one.
Night
Which also
one.
makes it even worse.
Night
because
And
one.
that's
it's
in
like,
the lyrics.
yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good catch. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was
gosh.
wild.
It was wild.
So it was like night one of the tour. And then
Night one.
And
I was in the very back. Allie was in her bunk.
was it after the show or
It was
before
after the show, late at night during load in
like
or load out.
like 2 a.m. something like that.
It was very late. And also like when it's night one, you're not in a rhythm yet. Like your crew and your band is, you're discovering how long it's going to take every night to
Like
load
to
the truck.
break
Yes.
everything down and how long it takes to get out of there.
Yes.
Yeah. And so night one moved a little slower and we noticed that it was just a very rowdy street. There was a lot of late night activity that evening. It didn't feel really good. Our tour manager at the time came into the bus and was like, hey, I have a weird feeling. Like, I feel like we should go. And literally in
It was
10
very
seconds
weird.
after we heard gunfire. rapid gunfire.
Really, really weird.
It was an AR-15. So, and our bus got hit, our trailer got hit in the back. Thank God our band and crew was safe.
Part of our crew was loading out and putting away all the lights and gear. So like if they had not left, they could have very easily been shot in our trailer.
100%.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and we all got down on the ground and like sheltered in place for as long as we could.
It's like movies, and then you're like, wait, I'm in the middle of this.
Yeah. And we knew immediately
movie.
it was
Gunfire.
gunfire. Like it was very obvious. Like, oh, this is like literally right outside the bus.
And then was it just like, well, literally sirens, and then like police, and it was like, I'm like nervous even. You know how like they say your brain can't tell the difference between like a real life situation and like when you're recounting a story.
Right.
Like
Totally.
I even feel my nervous system like, huh. So no, all you. So
Yeah.
So then what happened? So like
we did like a head count to make sure we had everybody, which at that point we didn't have everyone on the bus. So we're like nervous because we know a couple people
2 crew members were still in the venue.
still in the venue.
Her
My husband was like walking across the street, like, you know,
At the exact
basically
time.
at the time that like cop cars were just like
With her dog.
surrounding. So I was like very nervous being like, where's my husband? And then once everybody got on the bus, everyone was just kind of like shaken up, and we just looked at each other and we were like, we need to just get out of here because we're all fine. Like we're safe. Let's just get out of this chaos because we'll be stuck here and our bus will be probably, you know, stuck in this crime zone basically.
Our bus driver made the call.
So our bus driver made the call and was like, we're going to drive and we'll pull off, you know, and just kind of if people need like a moment, you know, and that's when we pulled off like down the road, like maybe 10 minutes later and like checked out the back, and we had like flashlights, and everybody was like, dude, there's like bullet holes through the back of this. This is nuts. We found shell casings, which then we shared with the police as evidence, you know, not that they really needed much. It was like pretty.
They found the people that did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just
Scary.
Well, not just, but it just was like just a fight. Like someone just like it's like in the song, it's like another day in America. Like someone got like pissed off and someone
It
just
was some
randomly has
kind of a
fucking
gang
gun.
related situation, but like it was just sad that people were having a night enjoying, you know, their evening, and like we're just outside of a club, and then this chaos erupted.
There
It
was
was just like you said, another
7 deaths that night.
Yeah.
But I mean, that it's just things that you never think, but it really is another day in America. Like this shit happens all the time.
It is. And I know so many people who have either experienced being in a shooting or know someone who has. It's crazy.
Yeah.
At the very least, so Aly and I's main goal, especially in the last couple years before we had a change in presidency, Aly and I were going to the White House and lobbying with a nonprofit called March 4th. And the goal around March 4th is to ban assault weapons. And they were banned for 10 years, and that ban has lapsed for years. And it worked when it was in place, and we need that ban back. So that's our goal right now at like a baseline level is like, let's get AR-15s off the street.
I love realistic goals.
Yeah. And I feel like that
It
that
is a realistic
Done it
goal.
before because
And
we've
I
done
feel
it
like
with the Brady
before.
Bill.
And I feel
wasn't it?
like,
Yep.
yeah.
It was
and I feel
built.
like most Americans actually agree with that.
No,
That's
they
what's
do.
wild.
100%.
So wait, what was the March 4th that we were just talking about?
The nonprofit that we were working with, who are just, they're awesome and they've been doing really great work in this space, but also Sandy Hook Promise.
Incredible.
They're amazing. And we were able to meet some of the parents that lost their children in that shooting. And they're just, I mean, I don't even have any words to describe the kind of strength they have to be as outspoken as they are about this subject. But I guess it also probably it must be like a way that they can honor their kid, which is also really beautiful.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. I mean, it's very much like the definition of like transmuting, like taking your biggest, you know, most horrific tragedy and like trying to like use that to help prevent other people, like turning into your purpose.
100%.
So I do want to talk about some of the action items about this work, because we've talked a lot about it in the podcast, how like I would have this guilt about like sharing like good things that happen for me because I'm so aware of like how much suffering there is. And so it's kind of like curtailed how I would like come across in social. And we got to interview Gretchen Rubin on the podcast, who we're a huge fan of. We love her so much. And she was like, well, actually, Queen, well, she didn't say that. That's me paraphrasing it. But she was like, actually, the research shows that people who are happier and feel engaged in community in a more like kind of happy, positive, joyful way are more likely to help people, are more likely to take on a cause, whether that is to get involved in gun control or get involved in reproductive health care or whatever it is.
100%.
Whereas when people are depressed and don't have access to joy, they don't really want to help out and get involved in stuff because they're like fucking sad.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So for listeners that might feel like stuck or sad or depressed or like they just feel helpless to get involved in a cause, how do you guys recapture your joy when you feel like, ugh?
Well, I think that like donating your actual time is really helpful. Like actually going to a place and whether that's like feeding the homeless or maybe getting involved with like a young youth group, you know.
Acts of service.
Acts of service,
100%.
I think is really important. And I know that time is really precious. So if that's not something that you're able to do, then maybe it's like donating money. You know, maybe it's like getting involved in a charity that you really truly believe in that maybe doesn't have a huge voice and you have like a platform that you can kind of uplift them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of charities that we've been able to and organizations that we've been able to work with that
To lift up.
that need like a spotlight, you know, that
Yes.
maybe are also like the little guy that isn't getting
Yeah.
all the love online. And you're like, no, you need people to know that you exist. And that's really
Yes.
important. But like, you also don't have to spread yourself thin and be involved in 12 different organizations
pick
or
one or
charities.
two.
Pick one or two.
Yeah.
Like for us, really, it's gun control and it's LGBTQ youth. Done. That's it.
100%.
And it's what it always has been. And I think it's what it always will be for us. So find your thing, find your lane, you know?
This is kind of back to tour, but whilst on tour and you guys are so busy, what like rituals for joy or connection do you guys come back to keep yourselves grounded and happy and like not overwhelmed?
That's a really good question. It is about recapturing the joy. I do have to say every night I feel so much joy on stage.
We're very
I
filled
don't-
up.
I don't ever
Like our
feel,
cup is filled.
yeah, like I don't ever, there are a lot of artists and it's totally, everyone has their own experience when they're touring, but I know people that are like, I can't tour because I literally feel depleted every night. And that's some people's experience. I would be so sad if that was my experience. Our experience literally is really joyful every night. The show is joyful. The fans are joyful. We've got people that like want us to succeed on stage, want us to have fun. It's just an energy circle. It's
We have a
just
great
pure-
band and crew. Like everybody's
Yeah.
energy on
We're
the band
all
and
really
crew
good
side are
friends.
great.
We've got her son who is like a massive bundle of joy who's coming out on this tour. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like I have to fill my cup beyond what's filled on stage when I'm off
Yes.
stage.
Yeah, agreed.
The only thing I need a ton of is
Sleep.
sleep.
Which we
That's
get.
literally it. Because
That's
I
it.
feel the same about touring. It's like
And great food.
I love getting to do it and I love what I do when I'm
Yeah.
out on the road. But it's like if there's too many shows in a row or like
That's fair.
or like a meet and greet after a show.
Yeah.
That's very
We
hard.
do it before.
We always
have
do it
to do it
before.
before.
Has to be
Same.
before.
Hey,
Because after the show,
I'm
like,
done.
I'm sweaty.
Done.
I tune out. Obviously, we're giving notes and maybe some little
Notes.
things here and
Yeah,
there.
it's all about like feedback and talking to your band about what could be improved. And like we go into like whatever we just did on stage needs to be talked about ASAP.
Yeah, you
Otherwise,
wanna,
I
like-
forget it all.
Yes.
You know, it's like, and then if you have that fan moment, you're not engaged with the fan because you're thinking about what you just played.
It's got to
Totally.
be before.
So it's got to be before.
But I agree. Like it's sleep and it's great food. Like when we roll into a city, we got to have a great lunch or a great dinner.
and we see friends in every city.
Yeah.
Like we have friends now all over the country.
Yeah.
So we'll just like call them up and be like, let's do breakfast. Let's get matcha.
Yeah.
So we keep it like social.
I don't want to start a fight within our cities in this country, but would you say there's like a city that jumps out to you for like say best breakfast? I have one right off the top of my head.
Best
I want to
breakfast.
know
Portland,
yours.
Oregon, I think has like the strongest breakfast game.
Really?
Yeah.
What spots? We're going
There's
there
like
first.
I need
Well,
to
right
get the
after
exact
LA.
names.
Give
'cause it's
us
always-
the names.
Yes.
Okay.
But they're like their pancake game over there
Is strong.
Yes.
Wow.
Like Portland, Oregon, and also Portland, Maine. Not to do a double Portland, but like
okay.
so much good food in these two cities,
Love
especially for
Portland,
breakfast / brunch.
Okay, I'm going to tell you a city
Interesting.
that I think food game is very, very high on the list is Vancouver.
Couldn't agree more.
Ooh.
Extremely high.
Insanely good.
Insane dinners.
Like the seafood.
Seafood is great.
Italian.
The sushi is
Sushi's
great.
nuts.
Just the restaurant scene I think is really strong out there, and it's like visually a beautiful city.
Yeah, Vancouver's stunning.
Austin breakfast.
Austin
tacos. Austin tacos.
Yeah, I
Are you guys going to Austin on this tour?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you have time, you should fuck with Clark's.
Oh,
if you like
love
seafood,
Clark's.
I
Guess
love
what?
Clark's.
Love.
Have a Clark's down the street that just opened
By her house.
by my house.
What?
In LA.
Yes.
Clark's, because there's one in Denver
Santa
too,
Barbara.
apparently.
Is there?
Yeah, and
'cause,
it's
like,
amazing.
Denver, great food.
I wish I remembered this queen's name. If you listen to this podcast, oh my God, there's this waitress at the Clark's in Austin, and she also works at the one in Colorado. Who has
How does
this-
she do both?
I don't know. She flies back and forth. She like lives in both places. I know she's major, but she has like this like birthmark on her eyelashes where there's just like 5 gray eyelashes in a row on this one eye, and then it also goes right above on her eyebrow. There's just like a gray.
Oh, so it's one like
It's like a little gray
Yes,
streak.
it is the
very
fucking
X-Men.
hottest, coolest fucking thing. I'm like sexually attracted to her eyelashes.
Wow.
Like I'm ragingly like
You're turned
heterosexual
on.
for just like
her.
for this part of like
Yeah.
it's so major.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love that you know and love Clark's because I think
I do
it's
too. And I
it's
love that you know
bomb.
this waitress.
The oysters.
Could she also work
Unreal.
at the one in California?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That'd be hard.
Yeah, she does a trio.
Well, I don't think she does it like every other week. I feel like she does like the
Like seasons.
Yes.
Oh,
She's
that
like
makes
a
more sense.
seasonal.
Like she's in there in the summer and then
Yes.
rest of
Got
the
it.
year.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love her so much. I wish I remembered her first name. What's wrong with me? Okay.
Hop in the comments.
You
Yeah,
guys,
please.
Loves you.
What would you say is the best part about making music together this whole time?
That's hard.
Best part? Honestly, we have experienced so many cool destinations. Like we've done so much
Yeah.
deep travel that is really just like it's profound, honestly.
It is.
The fact that we've been able to share these memories together and that there's so many things that we can say, oh my gosh, remember when we were in, and we both know that moment. I just can't imagine not having that with the two of, like, I can't
agree.
imagine being a solo artist. It feels like it would be so hard to carry
agree.
that.
The other thing I
The
would
stories,
say,
like of how people came to know the music or how it changed their life or saved their life. I mean, some really like deeply, deeply moving stories.
the other thing I would say is the Rolodex of songs. Like there's so many songs now that I can look at and go like, we wrote that,
And that
we
we
wrote
are
that,
still
wrote-"
really proud of them.
And we're
you
still
know?
proud of them. Even if it's like a 20-year-old song that we wrote when we were like 14. Like I now have to like think of those songs and like put it in like the adult shoes and maybe sing it a little differently. But I'm like, I'm really proud of this music.
Oh, I love how you can sing it differently and it like
Yeah.
evolves with your style. That's
or that
so
the meaning of the
cool.
song maybe meant something when we were 15 and now it means a different thing to us as women or as a mom,
Yeah.
like it's
But you know
cool.
what feels really consistent for me with potential breakup song is like my stupid birthday. Like I've always like my stupid birthday.
Right.
Like this fucking thing again.
That's just
Interesting.
bad.
And it's like this pressure of like having to like are people gonna come? I gotta throw a
Totally.
fucking
It's a
party.
big thing.
Like,
I agree.
And as you
God.
get older, it becomes more
even
stupid.
more so.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like yes, my stupid fucking birthday.
good
That
point.
still really resonates.
Okay, good.
I agree. Yeah.
Tan and I have this one memory that Anthony can't be told about because it makes him like honestly so resentful, which was he was like not having, well, he was asleep and we couldn't sleep in Australia. And so we like got up and we took this walk together and we watched like the sunrise over like the harbor. And it was like the prettiest sunrise you've
that's
like
gorgeous.
ever seen in your life.
But then he missed it.
Yeah. But it's
And
like one
he
of
has
those
major FOMO.
Yeah. But I just think that's like what is like what's like that for you
Those
guys
little-
like but like
yeah,
where
moments.
was
What's
there like
that
a
for us?
place or something or like a beach or like a or like a thing?
Just a couple weeks ago, we skinny dipped in West Palm Beach in Florida. Late at night.
That was- you're
jumped
right.
into the ocean.
It was perfect.
Aly was like, I'm leaving baby with dad. And we jumped in and we broke through
And
the
we
pool gate.
literally like hopped a fence. Like we were acting like we were like,
and we were like, dun,
16.
Dun, 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 dun. And we like thought we were so cool.
Yeah, and we skinny
some
dipped.
random
and-
pool's
and-
pool?
No, in the ocean.
In the ocean.
Oh,
but we had
loved
to go
it.
through the pool.
I wish it
down
had
to
been
the
my
ocean, to the
house and
ocean.
I would have been like, oh my God, like Aly and AJ are just
They're
like
like,
skinny
what?
dipping. I'm like,
Yeah.
cool, this
That
is
would be
crazy.
That's funny.
hilarious.
No, but it was
That was the
you're right.
most-
That was a great moment, and that was recent.
And then I think my favorite like trip is Tangier, like being in Morocco together.
Yeah, we did an
Favorite
amazing
trip.
trip together in Tangier and had just like the most insane food. And it was just cool to experience someone else's culture and have an appreciation for it,
Yeah.
when it's so different from our American culture.
Do you guys know about AbFab? The show?
No.
Eddie and
No.
Eddie.
No.
There's a really
Eddie?
iconic episode where it's Eddie and Patty, isn't it?
Is it
where
a British show?
Yeah, and
Okay.
they go. It's kind of like it's giving like Broad City from like the late '80s,
Yeah.
early
Oh, cool.
'90s with
Yeah.
these like two queens in Britain. They're hilarious. You probably would recognize them if you saw them. Joanna Lumley's got this like big like blonde bouffant, and she's
Okay,
hysterical.
okay.
But they very iconically go to Tangiers in an episode that is really fucking funny.
Okay,
Wait, I
great.
watched
We've got to
this.
watch
And probably
that.
deeply
Fab.
problematic. No, from first season
Yeah,
to the
you're like-
end, there's 2 movies. It's fucking funny. You guys
Got
would
it,
love
got it, okay,
It's like
okay.
Golden Girls iconic.
Love.
Not
Right
in
up
the
our
sense
alley.
of age, but Loki probably, whatever. Rapid fire last segment.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay.
Ready.
What's the first thing that you pack when you're going out on tour?
Makeup kit. Got to get ready. Makeup kit.
Toiletries, my skincare.
Who's more
yeah.
organized, Aly or AJ?
Both.
Really?
Yeah, very
In your own
organized.
ways?
Both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, how fun.
In the
So no
same
one's
ways.
type B?
No, we're both type A.
Type A. AJ's maybe even slightly more type A.
Maybe. Yes.
How cute that you guys
both.
get along together so good.
It's probably why it works.
I know.
In a weird way.
There's no
Bunk
slop.
beds, made.
Perfectly made,
neat.
like military style.
Yeah.
Do you guys, are we ever writing or recording new music on the bus?
No, never.
Never.
That's our place to be creative on the live stage.
Okay, a lot of people ask that. Okay.
No.
What's your go-to comfort food after a show?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
What's your fucking order?
Burrito Supreme.
Crunchwrap Supreme. Also love the crispy chicken cantina tacos.
And love the spicy potato taco.
Okay. Would you want to know mine? Really
Yes.
quick?
Yeah,
She
please.
said rapid fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the chicken quesadilla with no creamy jalapeno sauce, extra chicken, double-decker taco. Also, I love a Mexican pizza. Cannot get enough of Mexican pizza. And also, I love a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
yes.
Love
Very
that you
much.
love a Crunchwrap
I
Supreme.
also love the bean and cheese burrito,
do
but
too.
add chicken.
Oh.
Never done that.
Which is, and if you add sour cream, it's real cunt.
Okay.
Whoa. Got it.
Gonna take these
On the
for
road.
the road. Yeah.
Is there a city that you're extra excited to perform for on this tour? Podium top 3, all of them. Too hard.
Hard. LA, New York, Chicago, Boston, Austin.
Also great cities.
Those
all
are my
of
top 5.
I mean, for so hard, it really came out pretty easily.
No, those are easy.
That was rapid
I
fire.
love those. They're
That was
always
really good.
fire.
Okay, now it's our last thing, you guys. It's French Kitty Corner, and we're gonna ask you French Kitty Corner. We're gonna ask one question,
Hi.
and then we will do an extended French Kitty Corner for our Patreon. After
Okay.
this, we'll just take a few minutes.
Got it.
Which my mini Birkin. Sorry about it.
It's cute.
Yeah, she was for our book. Okay,
Oh, I want to read your book.
okay. This person asks. This is actually like one of the most asked questions when I fielded this on my Instagram.
Really?
today.
Okay. Ooh.
Cowbelles. A lot of people
Want a 2?
really yearning. That's
Really?
not strong enough.
Wow.
Deeply physically needing, feels that their life would be more complete and better to pick up where we left. I mean, not where we left off, but we know where are these characters now?
A sequel.
There
Yes.
any?
We're down.
We're down. It's not in the works currently. I think the fandom should go off hard online and just hit up Disney Plus.
Yes.
It's worked before.
So you're saying
We do
there's
it.
a chance?
There's a
Yes,
chance.
and the 20-year anniversary is next year. So like maybe our like characters are divorced with like a
What if
kid.
it
Or- I
was-
don't know. It'd be
an
funny.
on-Broadway musical.
I mean, sure. Done.
Cowbelles on Broadway.
You can
guys,
choreograph it.
And
That's
the choreo, because there
hilarious.
could be some choreo.
I like it.
Major.
We
Maybe
should
just
play
come
the
to New
dad.
York
We were
to do-
thinking Conan O'Brien. It's weird.
You guys.
We recast the
I like
dad.
it.
He's like, excuse me, I was in the
know.
first.
I
I think
know.
he could probably sing.
Like, for
I
sure.
feel like he
My
could too.
mom she's gonna kill me
Hugh
for saying
Jackman.
this. No, my mom like is very sexually attracted to Conan O'Brien.
Interesting.
I've heard this about some women.
No, she
Like,
she doesn't
really
say like,
upset.
oh,
I've
I
heard
want
this about some women.
She doesn't. No,
women.
she doesn't like say like, oh, I want him to ruin me, but she talks about
Got
him
it.
all the fucking time.
Wow.
She's like, oh, Conan's podcast was so good this week. I'm like, do you listen to mine? She just
She's
loves,
like, oh, no,
no.
sorry, obsessed with him.
fucking loves
Interesting.
Conan. Like, such a hard on for Conan.
Okay,
funny.
we've got this weird thing that he would be the dad. But
Well,
it's kind of rude to the original actor. We'll have to check in with him first.
yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
No one's
That's so
contracted.
kind.
Yeah.
That's so kind of you guys.
it is
and in
too.
this economy, you
Everyone
gotta like
needs a
see if
job.
he's
Right, you're right.
available.
We're struggling out here as
Yes.
actors. It's hard.
We are.
You know?
Thank God we have music.
You
Honestly.
guys, thank you so much for coming on the pod.
Thank you.
I
This
love you
was
so
fun
much.
having
And so
us.
congratulations on the new tour.
Thank you.
We love you so much.
Thank
and thanks
you.
for coming on.
And you got to
Thank
come to
you.
the show when we're here.
Come
in
to
New
the
York.
show.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm there.
Tour starts
Please
September
have me.
17th, so come to any date.
September 17th through.
17, 18.
Sorry,
19.
September 19 through November 9.
Okay.
We are in rehearsals on
15, 16,
15,
17,
16, 17.
in the dance studio.
No.
not in a dance studio, but it is a studio. Yeah.
It's a studio.
yeah,
Yeah.
but not for dance.
But where is it? Like what studio?
It's in Burbank.
Oh, is it
Burbank.
like it's like a seamless studio? Like it's like a seamless sort
like
of
a
thing?
music
Like where you do
studio.
a
it's like
photo
where
shoot?
you would come in with like,
No, it's not like,
this.
no.
It's like where you like hang like giant, projectors
Dying
and
to
lighting
have a
rigs.
visual when
And,
you guys are there.
Okay.
We can send you a photo.
Send you a picture.
I'm
You'll
just
be like,
dying-
oh,
yes, I
I'm
need a
getting it.
visual.
okay.
Yeah.
Aly, I love you guys so much.
We love you
love
too.
you too.
We love you.
It was really good.